Hello everyone, my name is Achek Samuel, and today we shall be answering some of the questions uh, regarding some of the functions of the MPR in Indonesia's constitutional system. So the first question is, what is the role of the MPR in Indonesia's constitutional system, and analyze how the MPR contributes to maintaining democracy and national stability. So I'm going to start with the functions of MPR in the state system. So the first function is the constitutional authority. The MPR is the People's Consultative Assembly, and it serves as a vital stabilizing anchor in Indonesia's constitutional framework. And all functions of the MPR in the state system are: first, it is the constitutional authority. The MPR Assembly holds the exclusive power to amend and enact the Constitution of the UD 1945. And the second function of the MPR in the state system is that it is the inauguration power, which means formally the MPR inaugurates the elected president and vice president based on election results. And the third function of the MPR is its impeachment role, and the MPR decides on the dismissal of a sitting president only after a constitutional violation is proven by the Constitutional Court. The MPR decides on the dismissal of a sitting president only after a constitutional violation is proven by the Constitutional Court. So the next is the contribution of the MPR to maintaining democracy and national stability. So this is done by removing its past authority to elect the president directly. The modern MPR preserves democracy through a system of checks and balances, and it ensures constitutional amendments require broad national consensus, preventing sudden authoritarian shifts in power. The second question is on the executive and legislative conflict, and the question goes: how should the executive and legislative branches work together according to the concept of trias politica, and explain your opinion based on the case. So, under the trias politica framework, the executive and the legislative branches must operate on a principle of constructive partnership, not absolute isolation. And two is shared lawmaking. The president and the parliament DPR must mutually agree on all national laws and budgets. The third is unilateral action list, and this is done by bypassing parliament, violates the principle of checks and balances, creating a democratic deficit. And the last is using compromise as a tool, and this is through executive speed must be balanced with legislative oversight to ensure policies represent public interests. And my opinion based on this case is that the president's unilateral action undermines democratic legitimacy. True stability is achieved when the executive uses formal consultative mechanisms to gain legislative backing before launching major national programs. And the third question is, why is judicial independence important in the trias political system, and discuss the possible impacts if and discuss the possible impacts if the judiciary cannot act independently. Based on the judicial independence is the ultimate safeguard against the abuse of power by the political branches of government. And the first is the rule of law, and this ensures laws are applied equally to everyone, including powerful political figures. First is the rule of law. This ensures that laws are applied equally to everyone, including powerful political figures. Including powerful political figures. The second is segregation of powers. This prevents the executive and legislative branches from becoming immune to legal accountability. And the third is impacts of interference. The third is impact of interference. And if the judiciary succumbs to political pressure, public trust in government collapses. And the last is system corruption. A compromised court allows corruption to go unpunished, turning a democracy into an oligarchy where laws only protect the ruling class. And the fourth question is on the balance of power in government, and the question goes like this: how can imbalance among the three branches of government affect political stability and public administration? And give your analysis based on the concept of trias politica. So, one, we have to understand that an imbalance of power is where the second is legislative overreach, an imbalance of power where one branch dominates, paralyzes public administration, and threatens national stability. When parliament dominates, governance slows down due to endless political bargaining and gridlock. And the third is policy ineffectiveness, and this is based on the bureaucracy stalls because public administrators cannot execute long-term plans amid constant political fighting. And the trias political solution is that the system requires an equilibrium where the executive can govern efficiently, the legislative can oversee effectively, and the judiciary can arbitrate fairly. And the last is the consequences. The imbalance leads to systematic inefficiency, public frustration, and ultimate economic stagnation as the government fails to deliver basic needs. So that was all regarding the questions. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.